So we have now come to the end of the breakout session. So we would like to have the presentation of certificates to the respective moderators and rapporteurs. So these people, these trained and skilled people, were very instrumental in having this outreach engagement today. So the moderators are responsible for engaging, well, ensuring that the youths engage in meaningful and informative discussions, and the rapporteurs are responsible for taking down the necessary information. So I would like Major General Rodney Smart to come to assist with the presentation of certificates for the moderators. Yeah.
Moderator Randy Taylor.
Yeah, let's go the first moderator. Yeah. I think the first 7, sorry.
Okay, first
okay, so first 7, yeah, we go 7, 7. I'm trying to make it quick for them.
Yeah. Moderator Ovida Franklin. All right, Ovida. Yeah, Ovida. You shy? Oh. Moderator Akeem Morrison Kwashi. Okay. Short boss. Moderator Alana Holder Finley.
Moderator Josan George. Moderator Marceline Melville. Thank you, Major General Retired Rodney Smart. I would like to welcome on stage Assemblyman Shamari Hector to present certificates to the respective moderators. So I'd like to welcome on stage Moderator Ementrude Seeley Phillips. Ementrude. Yeah. Moderator Natalia Joseph. Moderator Colleen Joseph. Moderator Ursha White. Ursha White. Moderator Ashby Ferguson. And last but not least, Moderator Eloise Hans. Thank you, Assemblyman.
We'll now like to invite on stage Mr. Lyndon Wilson, Youth Development Officer 2 at the Division of Sports and Youth Affairs, to help us distribute our rapporteurs their certificates. Our first rapporteur, Ms. Shanice Singh. Okay, all right. Crowd favorite. Mr. Kevin Duke. Rapporteur Nika Kwashi. Rapporteur Benicia James. Rapporteur Donna Orgrant. Rapporteur Gatlin Arthur Chance. Rapporteur Les O'Neill. Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson. We'll now like to invite on stage the Honorable Glenda Jennings Smith, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of National Security, to continue with the distributions of certificates to the rapporteurs. Rapporteur Katia and Luke Sandy. Rapporteur Janice Macmillan. Yeah, Miss Janice. Yeah. Rapporteur Lexis Forrester. Mr. Jeremy Salvari. Another crowd favorite. Another crowd favorite. And finally, Rapporteur Olvet Henry.
Thank you, Parliament Secretary. Thank you for the presentation of certificates. So we would like to say a personal thanks to Mr. Emil Quay Green and Sergeant Ruiz for helping us facilitate these moderators and rapporteurs. And I would like to give a round of applause to all the moderators and rapporteurs for work well done. And thank you. So for the closing remarks, I would like to welcome on stage again the Honorable Glenda Jennings-Smith, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of National Security.
Thank you very much, Honorable MCs, for today's proceeding. I bestow upon you, Honorable, because you did a remarkable job today. Give them a round of applause. Assemblyman Samari Hector, Assistant Secretary in the Division of Community Development, Enterprise, Development and Labor. Mrs. Wendy Guy Hernandez, Major General Rodney Smart, National Coordinator of the National Crime Prevention Program, Mr. Alan Stewart, Brittany Romani, Pastor Frederick, Mrs. Cheryl St. Louis Felix, Manager of the National Crime Prevention Program, members of the Ministry of National Security, members of the Ministry of Education, members of the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs, members of the Youth Planning Committee, teachers and students of the various schools, youth and training institutions, representatives of the Government Information Division, specially invited guests, members of the media, and I dare say you all participants for today's event, our Youth Outreach Program in Tobago. Today, the National Crime Prevention Program hosted its final of 3 youth outreach engagement. This government believes in a whole of government and a whole of society approach to preventing crime. Today, we explored the whole of government approach by engaging you, our young people, our treasured youth. The National Crime Prevention Program is about collaboration, empowerment, and action. Today, we continued the collaboration with our youth. You, our young people, are critical to us, and we have watched you battle as offenders and victims, and we say no more. You have the answers. You are the change makers. And today we feel confident that we are closer to preventing crime than we were yesterday. Why are you important? Because you make up the greatest number within our communities, within our country. You are the innovators. You are the energetic ones. You are creative, more technology savvy than most of us adults. And therefore, you can help solve many of the problems we face in our communities where you belong. Today, we saw a most exciting lesson when our drummer man came and told us to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Very soon, we were caught up in the environment, and we lost track. We lost count. And so too, that's our life in our society. We lost count, we lost track. Today, we listen to you. We listen to you in Tobago here today. And I want to say thank you to all of you for sharing. And as I engaged today, I engaged the teachers. Unfortunately, I didn't sit with you, the young people, in the room today. But I heard some of the rumors, the murmurs. I heard fears, anxiety, frustration. But among all of those, I heard hope. Hope, as you provided solutions that you had not given up. And today, I guarantee you that your contributions have been recorded and will be actioned. Your hope is not in vain. We usually say that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. But I have put in a new mantra to that. And I say that you are the leaders of today. Because where you sit as a young person, you can influence our communities. You can influence our leaders' action. And you can influence your country by your action or your non-action. And I want to take claim to a popular word. I don't hear it being spoken by our young people enough. That word is patriotism. Young people, you were born in this country. This country belongs to you. This building belongs to you. And earlier today, I saw one person, when the pledge was being read, put out his hand and proudly repeated his pledge. And we like to speak about other countries, you know, where they put their hands on their heart and they sing their national anthem. And today, I felt proud to see at least one person do it. That is hope. And I'll cry it out loud. There is hope. That even if one of us did the right thing today, that thing will be done unto our brothers. And we must all be our brother's keeper. Tobago, let us all be the keepers for Tobago. As we stand here in this room, we represent the people and the young people of Tobago. Let us pledge patriotism to Tobago and to Trinidad as a whole. And I want to hear every one of you give yourselves a round of applause for sitting here today, contributing and pledging. Pledging as you walk out of here this evening that you would all be a patriot of Tobago and Trinidad. So even though some may think that the young people are alienated, frustrated, marginalized, and excluded, and they think that young people can't make the positive contribution to communities and our country as a whole, today, on behalf of the Minister of National Security and your Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, I want to be assured that you would have made that commitment to do different, to show our leaders, our elderly leaders, because you are the young leaders, to show our elderly leaders that you will take up that mantle and be a young patriot to your country. Today we focus on building community by community, with you at the forefront. You are important, and you are important in building each at a different part on this journey. We need you to see and to say and to do. So you see, you say, and you action to make a difference. We don't just need you to grow in academics, but also in morals, values, and spirituality. Take ownership, for this is your country. This government understands that the creation of effective crime prevention program can only happen in conjunction with the support and participation of each stakeholder across every sector of Trinidad and Tobago. This means youth, and it's time for you to level up. It's time for you to level up, and according to Mahatma Gandhi, be the change you wish to see. May God bless you all. May God bless our leaders. May God bless our young leaders, all of you in this room today. And may God bless our nation, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you so much, the Honorable Glenda Jennings-Smith, for your inspirational words of advice. So, I would like Mrs. Brittany Romeo, the representative on the Tobago CCPC. I'll welcome her on stage to give the vote of thanks, please.
Well, thank you, Jamil, for marrying me off. Good evening, everyone. How are you feeling? I'll ask it again. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon. How are you doing? So I just want to make sure everyone is here. Table 1, can I see you? Let's try it again. Table 1, can I see you? Okay, table 2? I'm not hearing you, table 2. I believe you. I think they're hungry. Table 3, let's go quickly. All right. Table 4. Okay, table 5. Table 5 is definitely here. Table 6. Okay, table 7. All right, table 8. Let's do it together. 9, 10, 11. Okay, table 12. Am I missing anyone? 13, 14? Okay, 15, 16, 17. All right, so having previously established the protocol for today, I would like to jump right into the vote of thanks. We have come to the close of the National Crime Prevention Program Youth Outreach Engagement right here in Tobago, and without a doubt, I'm sure it has been impactful, thought-provoking, and a very vital one. So permit me to share a brief moment of thanks. With everything we do, we must give thanks. So I would like to recognize the 2 students, Darian McCletchy and Danique Edwards, for their opening prayer and school pledge. As I recall the inspirational words of Assemblyman Ansel Dennis, let us remember that he led us on a journey of introspection, and let's remember his philosophy of power and his philosophy to lead. Thank you so much. I would also like to wish thank you to Major General Retired Rodney Smart for being a true example of commitment, dedication, and energy to the NCPP. And it was also an absolute pleasure joining you on our Tobago Media Tour, highlighting the value of this program here today, and we are seeing the fruit of our labor. Thank you so much again for your interest, very much interactive and informative presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go again. Okay, so thank you to our motivational rhythm speaker, Tobago-born Kalen Jamois Alexander, for his riveting session. And let's remember to keep focused and always remain balanced, because we have to follow our heart, follow our passion, and we are made for now. I would like to recognize the moderators, the rapporteurs, and the Youth Planning Committee for all your hard work and commitment to this program today. We really saw your hard work, and even the students really cheered you on as you received your certificate. So thank you so much for assisting us. It is always a pleasure hearing the Honorable Glenda Jennings-Smith when she presents with us here today. So Honorable Glenda, thank you so much for your unstinting support towards the NCPP program and your wise words and reminding us here today that we are the greatest agents for change in our communities. So let's always remember that. We cannot neglect to thank our sponsors and partners, because without them, this would not have been possible here today. And so special mention is to the Office of the Chief Secretary, the Division of Education, Innovation and Energy, the Division of Youth and Sport Affairs, and I have to give a very special mention to the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labor for all the things they did in order for us to have this program here today. To our VIPs and VVIPs, the young people, students and teachers and institutions and all of you all, it would not have been possible without you here today. And thank you for your hard work, your views and opinions that will help shape the outcome of the NCPP as we move forward and as we secure our future. And let me not forget our Honorable Masters of Ceremonies this evening, this afternoon, for your hard work and also being able to just lead us throughout this day's session. It really was a good one. To the hardworking and dedicated staff of the National Crime Prevention Program under the efficient leadership of Mrs. Cheryl St. Louis Felix, we say thank you for the continued support and the excellent organization of today's event. To our media partners, we also would like to say thank you for covering today's event. You continue to be the medium in which we reach the wider Trinidad and Tobago community. We appreciate you so much for being here. And special thanks to the NCPP social media team who actually were covering the entire day's activities from morning throughout and giving updates on the Facebook pages. So really, thank you so much for doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, young men and young women, this is not the end of our NCPP efforts in Tobago. Keep your ears and eyes on the ground for more activities of the Tobago Community Crime Prevention Council. And to get more information, you could visit the website at ncpp.gov.tt or on our social media platforms on NCPP TNT on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And please make sure and have your pictures, make sure and share your pictures to show what we were able to accomplish today and hashtag NCPP TNT. So let me just say thank you once again for your time, and let's continue securing our future. Thank you.
Thank you, Brittany. I'm not married enough, no one, so thank you, Brittany.
Okay, so now we can't have a youth outreach engagement without the youngest assemblyman in the THA, who insists that he should tell us about his event, his upcoming event. Right? Let's welcome Mr. Assemblyman Shumari Hector. This had to be a real major event.
Thank you kindly. I am known for hijacking programs and functions such as these, so it ought to come as no surprise to you. But since we would have already had the official vote of thanks, which would have brought the formal part of today's engagement to an official end, permit me the liberty to stand on the already established protocol, but with sufficient gratitude to recognize Parliamentary Secretary, the Honorable Glenda Jennings-Smith, and the members of the CCPU, most especially you whom I regard to be participants in chief, students and representative of the Tobago Islands community and society, boys and girls from schools across the island of Tobago. Good afternoon. I want to seize the opportunity, or perhaps I want to hijack the opportunity to inform you of an initiative of the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labor in collaboration with other arms and other divisions of the Tobago House of Assembly. We have started a Youth Talk Back Community Consultative Series, which would have already seen 2 community-type discussions in communities in Tobago. This initiative is a cyclic one that engages in series of discussions. Cycle 1, we will be going to 8 communities, 2 already attended. And in cycle 2, we would identify 8 more communities until we would have moved throughout the length and breadth of the island of Tobago, engaging you in discussions. While I cannot bind the Tobago House of Assembly or the Executive Council to any decisions which I might enact on my own and in my private capacity, I want to decree and declare that we are committed to the business of ensuring the safety of the people of Tobago and those who will be visiting our shores. And in respect of that, I am giving the firm commitment in my own authority. I am giving the firm commitment in my own authority to ensure that this Youth Talk Back consultative initiative engages the Ncpp to ensure that we have a holistic, that we have a multi-sectoral, and that we have an inclusive type of discussion that will give you an opportunity to hear your concerns and give us the opportunity to enact them. I can't help but say, we are the ones for whom we have been waiting. Let's continue the conversation in our communities. Thank you.
Thank you, Assemblyman. We will have to bill you for that airtime. So, on behalf of the National Crime Prevention Program, I want to say thank you very much for your devoted attention and participation, and a round of applause from everyone today. As the Honorable Parliamentary Secretary said, change starts from within. So, I would encourage each and every one of you guys now to go on the Facebook page and patriotic. And I think the young man she was maybe talking about was in the back. I saw him too. He's very patriotic. So, go on the Facebook page, follow ncpptnt.com. The first 10 students inside here right now to like the page will actually win a token. We will call out your name. It's a fancy token. Also, I would like the rapporteurs and moderators to come and take out a picture, a group photo. And last but not least, we have wonderful refreshments. So on behalf of myself, I'm joking. Yeah, I can't cook, but I just try though. But I can make rocks. We could eat that. So on behalf of everyone of the National Crime Prevention Program, enjoy your meals. Go to the photo booths, take out as many photos as you want. Go to the booths, take your pens and everything, and enjoy your time. Thank you so much again. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful and safe day. May God bless us all.
Right.
Yeah. And don't forget the wall. All the students, sign up on the wall, take photos, and visit ncpptnt.com. First 10 persons to like our page within the audience will receive tokens. And the rapporteurs and moderators, we have a photo, just a photo session, please. Thank you.
Yeah, right here. Right here.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, it was nice. It was nice working with you.
Same here, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Alana.
Yeah.
I doubted how he caught.
No, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It's my
Yeah.
first time and I learned, right?
Yeah,
I
it
really
was
learned.
good.
I really learned.
At first, it was all chum.
What?
I do.
What
First time I
hell?
talk in front of you, well, my legs started chum.
Listen, I hear and I had to like hold on because I see that.
I tell you, my leg was like this. I was really fast. Like it is cast up.
Because, listen, when you see all them people in the back, they're like watching it.
Yeah.
You just see them beady eyes just like in your